How do Zequenz notebooks compare to Moleskine? Let's chat. I was asked on my Instagram account, how do Moleskine notebooks compare to Zequenz notebooks? And let me tell you, if you want to learn about using Zequenz as your bullet journal, the queen of Zequenz notebooks is on Instagram at CreationsByMonya. I will link to her account in the description down below. I've been using Moleskine the whole year and I've been loving it. And I also have this Zequenz of the same size that I purchased, I believe, last year. I've used it a little bit, but then I put it on a shelf for use later. And today I want to go over those two notebooks and compare them from various standpoints. So let's begin. Here I have my Moleskine Pocket Daily. This one is from 2023. As you can see, it's super chunky and used. And here is my new one that I will be using in 2024. And I have it here mainly to compare the thickness between this one and this one. But let's start with the basics. So since I only have pocket-sized Zequenz, I decided to compare it to pocket-sized Moleskine, so it's more one-to-one. And here I put them side by side for ease of comparison. So let's talk about both notebooks from the size, paper quality, and offerings. Zequenz notebook here on the left is actually called Zequenz 360, and the reason it is called 360 is because it has a unique design where you can take a notebook and flip it on itself backwards 360 degrees like this, and it will hold up, pages will not fall off, the binding will hold, the cover will hold, so that it's unique feature, and of course it will lay flat because of that as well. This particular one that I have is in graph because I love graph. Zequenz offers its notebooks in plain, graph or square, and lined. It doesn't have the dotted one. This notebook size is what they call A6 minus, but basically it is a pocket size. It's 3.5 by 5.5, same as Moleskine here, so your typical pocket size. Zequenz notebooks, the ones that have square or lined paper, come in 256 pages books. This one is a 70 GSM paper, and the ones that in blank paper actually come with 100 GSM paper and only 170 pages. So there's just slight difference, just so you know. So if you're gonna get the graph one, online one, you're gonna have 256 pages. As you can see, it comes with the white paper, and this white paper is actually fountain pen friendly. So this is a really big advantage over Moleskine, definitely, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. And the cover here is this black leatherette. Zequenz name is embossed on here, and this is how it looks. So this is just a plain notebook, blank notebook, nothing in the front, nothing in the back, and it comes with a magnetic bookmark. You can see it right here. It says Zequenz Classic 360. This is the name of this notebook. And the way you use it, you know, it's just a flat magnet. You open it up. It's very thin. You find a page, put it on, and magnet it back. Obviously not over the cover, but over a page. So this is a Zequenz 360. Now let's talk about the same things but with Moleskine over here. Now this one is a Moleskine Pocket Planner, so it's not exactly 100% correct comparison because this is not a plain Moleskine notebook but a planner, and because it's a planner, this one is actually a daily planner. As showed you, it's pretty chunky because it has a page per each day of the year, plus monthlies, plus some extras. Moleskine as a brand also makes notebooks, just regular notebooks without a planner in them, and those come in 192 pages. It is also 70 GSM paper, and this particular one also comes with this leatherette cover. This notebook is in soft cover just like this, but Moleskine also comes with a hard cover if you want to. This notebook is designed to lay flat, so basically 180 degrees. You open it and it lays flat. It doesn't really do the 360 thing as a 360 Zequenz does, because This is their differentiator, but Moleskine is really good at laying flat. Now, as you can see, the paper here is not white. Moleskine is famous for having this cream paper, and a lot of people actually like that. I like that. I feel it's gentle on your eyes and it gives you kind of like this comfy feeling. So now, because this particular notebook is a daily planner, I think it has about 400 pages or so. And if you wanted to get a notebook just like this one to do a bullet journal, like the one you can have in Zequenz, as I mentioned, you would get a Moleskine notebook, and those come in 192 pages, at least in the pocket size. Moleskine does have notebooks of different sizes with more pages, so does Zequenz, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. Before I move on to different options for Moleskine versus Zequenz, I want to talk about differences and the similarities between these two specific notebooks that we have here. As I mentioned, both of these are basically pocket size, 3.5 by 5.5 inches. Both of them come in 70 GSM paper, and they are both in a soft cover with this black leatherette. Now, what's different about them is Zequenz again comes in white paper and it is fountain pen friendly. Moleskine comes in a cream paper and it doesn't do as well with fountain pens. Moleskine notebooks all come with a ribbon page marker like this one here, and they also come with elastic enclosure you can use to keep your notebook together. I have mine tucked in the back here. There it is. But it comes with it, so then if you're concerned about your notebooks getting open in your bag and getting mushed in the middle, you have that enclosure. Zequenz does not come with enclosure. It does not come with a ribbon, but as I mentioned, it does come with magnetic bookmarker to use for the same purpose as you use a ribbon over here. Also, I don't have it open right now, but Moleskine has the back pocket over here, and it also comes with stickers, with letters, with numbers and different symbols. Zequenz does not have a pocket. It's basically a notebook. Same cover on the back as on the front. Additionally, Zequenz comes in 3 varieties, as I mentioned, blank, square, and lined. And Moleskine comes in 4 varieties, blank, lined, dotted, and squared. So basically, they are very similar in some ways and very different in other ways. And as I mentioned, they both come in other sizes. But before that, let's do some pen testing in both of these so you can see how they fare. And I have a variety of pens here. I have fountain pens here. I have Energel Clana over here in various colors. I have brush pens here, highlighters. So let's give a little test on the back page of each notebook so you can see how they fare as far as different pens. And I'm going to use same pens on both so we can have a fair comparison. So let's do Zequenz first. Let's do the back page here. Right, I think I'm probably going to use this one here so I can flip it back and forth more easily. Alright, so this is a fountain pen in black ink. Alright. I have fountain pen in turquoise blue ink here. It's really dark right now, but I promise it is blue. Then we have, let's keep them in the same order, right? Let's have Energel Clana in brown. That's the one I use with my Moleskine every day. I really love it. Then I have a turquoise Energel Clana here. Or actually it's Energel, not Clana. And then I have a highlighter, Mark Plus over here. Let's do the white chisel tip. And let's, for good measure, do gel-based pen here. This is a pop pen. And let's do one of my highlighters here. Let's do like a darker color, and these are Stabilos. Alright, so here we have these, and actually let me also try this one. So brush pens usually are pretty thick and dark, and on a lot of notebooks they bleed through, so that'll be probably the most ultimate test here. So I have these pens, and then I'm going to use same ones in Moleskine over here. Alright, so let's open Moleskine to the last page. Let's move this guy to the side for a minute. Let me get to like the last page that I can test on. Let me take this off. Okay, so Moleskine only has one blank page, everything else is a calendar. So let's test on here. As you can see, the paper is pretty thin, right? You can see lines from the previous page on it. This one is completely blank. So let's go in the same order. Let's do this Platinum Preppy first. Let's do this Twisby Go in blue. Energel Klena in brown. Another Energel in turquoise. Diamark Plus, chisel side. Then we're gonna do Pop-In, gel pen over here. Alright, and Stabilo and purple. And for the brush pen. Alright. Let's see how these guys fare. So let's flip it. As you can see, with Moleskine paper, most of it went through. And when I was doing them, I was pressing them. Usually when I write in my Moleskine, because I am aware of the paper, I usually write pretty lightly. I'm not really heavy writer, a lot of people are, so just be mindful of it. As you can see, almost everything bled through. Energel Klena did pretty well, and so did other Energel pen, and that's why I use them the most. As you can see, Platinum Preppy actually did not too bad, but that is because of the ink that it's using. Now let's see how Zequenz did with the same exact pens. As you can see through it, right, because the paper is not thick. It's the same thickness of paper as Moleskine 70 GSM, but you can see that, yes, there is a show through, but there is no bleed through at all. Like, you can use every single one of these pens in here and not worry about it, comparing to this paper here, where this one definitely bled through. This one nearly bled through, so did this one. So the way Zequenz manufactures its paper makes a difference, right? This is specifically fountain pen friendly, therefore it takes other pens much better than Moleskine. So if you want to use fountain pens or highlighters or markers and you're concerned with the bleed through, Zequenz definitely will do a better job for you than Moleskine, for example. Another thing is, Zequenz is a notebook, right? It's a plain notebook. It doesn't have page numbers, nothing. It's just a plain notebook that you can do with whatever you want. For example, bullet journals. This particular one, this Moleskine, is a planner. It's already filled in, but of course Moleskine also has a notebook if you want to use it for bullet journal as well. For the same size, Zequenz has more pages than Moleskine, right? So here you have a little bit of a plus again with the Zequenz. It has more pages than Moleskine, but the way Moleskine paper feels to me, it's very cozy, versus this one is smoother. It's because it is fountain pen friendly. It has coating which protects it from ink bleeding through, so it makes paper smoother. Again, this is something you might like. I like the feel of Moleskine paper. It has a little bit more tooth. It feels cozy to me. So these are some of the difference. Now back to similarities is both of these notebooks have nice amount of pages, and both of them will bunch up as you use them. They will get fluffy and much thicker than they are when you just get them. As you can see, this is how Zequenz looks right now. If you were to use it every day, write in it, put stickers in it, put wash in it, it will fluff up and get really chunky. Like I showed you in the beginning, the same thing happens to Moleskine. Here is Moleskine Daily, the same one as here, but just for a different year. It's brand new. I haven't used it at all. And this is the one that I used this whole year. As you can see, it's, like quarter or third more than what it was when I got it. And the same thing will happen with Zequenz. So just something to know. If you like the notebooks that chunk up over time, definitely either one of these will do the job, and they will have that cute chunky effect. So basically, to summarize so far, for these specific notebooks here, both of them are 70 GSM, both of them are 3.5 by 5.5 inches pocket size, both of them come in blank, square and lined, but the difference are this is more fountain pen friendly. This one also comes in bullet point format. This one has more pages. This one has even more pages if you get planner, but less pages if you get just regular notebook. This one opens up 360 degrees. This one opens up 180 flat. And this one is cream, cozy feel. This one is white and clean and a very smooth, pleasant to feel paper. This one has a page marker, ribbon, and elastic enclosure. This one does not have an elastic enclosure but does have a magnetic page marker. This one has a back, gusseted pocket, and some stickers to come with it, and this one does not. So now this is just as far as these particular notebooks. As I mentioned, there's a pocket size and you might want to have something bigger. If you want to go into a bigger size, both manufacturers offer bigger sizes notebooks. For example, Zequenz also offers B6. Both notebooks offer A5 sizes. This one also offers A6, which is your true A6 size. And actually, as far as page count, once Zequenz go to B6 or A5 size, it actually comes in 400 page count. Most of Moleskines, even in bigger size, will still come in your 192 pages, but Moleskine does offer Moleskine expanded notebook, which also comes in plain, lined, squared, and dotted, and those are 400 pages each. So if you want to have your planner in bullet journal kind of style, both of these notebooks will do the job for you. Especially in A5 size, you're going to have same number of pages. And if you have 400 pages, meaning you can run same bullet journal for the whole year using page per day and then some pages for monthly and possibly even weekly, especially if you subdivide them. If you're big on fountain pens, Zequenz will be a better choice for you because this paper is fountain pen friendly. If you like cream paper, if you like paper that has a cozy feel and a little bit more tooth, then Moleskine will be for you if you get the expanded version. If you want something in the pocket size, especially for planner purposes, I would definitely recommend Moleskine just because I'm very biased and I think it's so adorable, and it does have enough pages for the whole year. Zequenz 360 in pocket size will not have enough pages for you to serve you for the whole year if you do want to have page per day. But if you divide your pages and, for example, dedicate half the page per day, then you definitely can fit a year into this one. Or if you're okay using 2 notebooks per year, then as far as the bullet journal method, this notebook will serve you well to have as your daily journal. As I mentioned, you would need 2 notebooks for these, especially if you also want to have a weekly spreads in there. So again, to recap, both of these notebooks are wonderful and they each offer their pluses and minuses. If you want a flexible notebook that can serve you for a variety of purposes, then you can grab Zequenz, especially if you're a fan of fountain pen friendly paper and white paper. If you're more into cream paper and you want something cozy and chunky, then a Moleskine planner especially will be a good solution for you. Both of these are available on Amazon, easy to get. Sometimes they go in and out of stock depending on time of the year. I believe last time around December, when it was kind of planner restock phase, the sequences were hard to find, especially in the square, which the format that I like, but lined were pretty much available all the time. And as I mentioned, they come in variety of sizes, so if you're not a pocket kind of person and you want your regular A5, especially if you want to have a really chunky notebook, either one of these will offer you 400 pages. This one comes 400 pages standard. This one will come in 400 pages if you get the expanded version. Otherwise, it's going to be 192 pages for your regular Moleskine notebook. Each one of these are really good quality notebooks that have been around for a while. People love these equally, so it seems. I think Moleskine is kind of a little bit more well known just since they've been around and there is a kind of cult following with this brand. But Zequenz just as good, and I think it should get known a little bit more. It does offer really nice qualities. Love the way it is formatted. I love this whole rounded back. I like the way that you can bend it, and of course you saw with the quality of pens, you can use a variety of pens and this paper handles all of them really well. I haven't had a chance here to test watercolors, for example, but I know that Moleskine doesn't do really well with watercolors because this paper does absorb ink really well. This this one because it is fountain pen friendly. Perhaps will do a little bit better with watercolors. So it's kind of up to your preferences which one will do a better job for you. Both have same GSM of the paper. You can find notebooks with same page count. One is more fountain pen friendly versus the other one has more of a cozy feel to its paper, and that might make a difference for which one you decide to choose. So there you have it, 2 cute pocket notebooks, both adorable, both very useful, and I hope I helped you out just a little bit to make your decision about which one you should go with. And if you like these kind of videos, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, you take care.